So last but not least, Lisa Galloway is crushing it, you guys. She's a Director 2. That's over 25,000 in team volume. She's a Platinum 3. That's over 9,000 in personal sales. Do the math, 36% without recruiting a single soul. So she's crushing it on both sides of the comp plan, guys. So I'm so excited. I know she's a wife. She's a mama. She's a coach. She loves coffee. She loves dogs. She's a foodie. She loves cheese. I'm like, this is my human right here. So, Lisa, are you out there?
I'm here. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, darling. Good to have you on the call. I'm so excited to hear your story. So let's start with that.
Oh, well, mine's a little bit different from everybody else's. You know, you hear of people coming in and seeing the spoon online. I never saw the spoon. I was at a different company and had some success. My goal was weight loss. Obviously, I was a product user always first, but BioCell brought me here. BioCell is my hero product. Trim obviously is now, but I started with BioCell. I have an autoimmune, and one of the things that I found after losing 100 pounds was that I still didn't feel good. I still had some inflammation and things, so I'm an ingredients nerd, and I just started researching, and I found BioCell, and it has just been amazing for me. That's where I started. I started, taking the product. I'm like, okay, I've got to tell people about this, and it's just blossomed from there. I've been here since 2018, and again, my hero product's BioCell, but it's morphed into so much more since then. In 2020, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. I work full-time. I have a daughter. She had just graduated high school, and I stopped life. My entire life stopped, and I went to every chemo, every radiation. He would not eat unless I was there. So I found myself eating so that my father would eat. If he wanted a bag of Hershey's Kisses, guess what? Lisa was eating a bag of Hershey's Kisses with him. So I had kind of gone backwards and gained about 50 pounds over that year until he passed. And I, again, had to kind of switch my thinking. I've always been a coach. I've always taught other people how to eat, how to move their bodies every day. But doing it for myself, I had become so consumed with doing for other people that I forgot about me. So I kind of had to switch gears. And let me just tell you, the lean body system and now the 5-day drop, I'm obsessed. Obsessed with the 5-day drop. So that's kind of where I started. And like I said, it has morphed into so much more. I work full time. Like I said, my daughter is married and grown. My husband, he's gone, all but about 10 days a month. So I, at the time, was looking for that community. And that's, aside from product, obviously that's what brought me in was community. And I love the community that we have here. Love it.
Me too. Yeah. What do you do?
So here I am.
Did you say that?
Actually, I work for the Department of Energy, actually a buyer for their nuclear division in Idaho. But I have recently, in the last week, resigned. Now, I didn't do that. I've been thinking about it for a very long time. I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time, and when my daughter was about to graduate and go away to college, I was like, okay, I've got to do something to occupy my time. I'm a very, very ADHD person, so I'm constantly moving. So a job and coaching at 5 a.m., that just wasn't enough for me. So I had to find more to do. So, I took on this full-time job, and I love it, but I miss a lot of things with my husband. When he's here, I'm working. And it's like, I get home and it's like he's leaving again. I'm packing his bags again. So we've come to the decision as, I want to say older people. We're not way old, but we're in our 50s, and retirement's going to be coming in the next 10 years. And he told me, I don't know why you're working. Why don't you spend time with me? I'm like, I am not going to argue. Let me resign.
You're
so that's what I did.
Like done and done.
Right.
Girl, that's awesome.
Thank you. I'm excited.
You're crushing it in the business. I mean, to be Director 2 and P3, that's amazing, girl. So give these guys, take the gloves off, and really, as we wrap up this call today, give these guys some actionable steps. Like, what have you done? What are you doing? And especially with a full-time job with the Department of Energy, I mean, it's not like, you're obviously fitting this into the cracks of your life if you've had this job the whole time and you just resigned. So and that's the majority of people, right, who get started in this business, they start off part-time. So what would you tell that person to get to where you are in your business? What tips and training would you give them?
The first thing that I like to start with, the core belief for me is the servant heart. I'm huge into helping people feel the way I feel right now. And, I've added years to my life with these products and exercise and food choices. So serving people is where we need to start with our business. And that, yes, we find solutions for people, but it's not always weight loss. It may be collagen, just like Brian was talking about. It changed his life. It changed mine. So finding solutions and having that servant heart and listening to people, listening to what they need, not what we think they need. I spend a lot of time in chats, chatting with people, learning their habits, and helping them change those habits. So fitting it in between work, you go to the bathroom, you start a chat, you go walk around the office for a minute, you finish a chat. That's how I fit it in, and it's worked really well for me over the years, and it's helped keep my mind going 100 miles an hour, but I love it. I love seeing people lose weight. I love, Brian's story is phenomenal, the change that BioCell has had for him, and that's what we're after. My 70-year-old mom just did a 5K at Disneyland with me in February, and it's because of BioCell. She's had knee replacements after knee replacements, and the products, if we lead with that servant heart and find the product that works for that person and find the solution they need, that's where you build relationships and you build teams, because 99% of people that start this, they are product users. So if they love the product and they believe in it, they're going to run with this. And that's how I feel like I've been successful.
I love that so much, Lisa. And, I look across the board, and I was telling someone yesterday who's launching their business, I said, look, I said, when you build the heck out of your customer pod and you help people lose weight and feel great, they're going to naturally start telling people about these products, and they're going to naturally, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are going to convert themselves into social marketers. And then you're blessed to be building both sides of your business. And there's no better social marketer than someone who's, had success on the products. I know I've lost 32 pounds. I've kept it off for almost 5 years now. I feel better at 52 than I did in my 30s. My skin looks better at 52 than it did in my 30s. My knees don't hurt anymore. It's like this stuff works. Just get it in people's bodies, right?
Right.
So
that's how I feel.
Yes. We just need to get louder, and you got to be more bold, you guys. Be bold. Yes. If there's anything that I can say from listening to Brian and Rachael and Lisa, be bold. What do you got to lose?
Absolutely.
Nothing,
Absolutely.
So that is awesome, Lisa. Well, I'm so excited for you. Is there any other tips that you could share with these guys before we wrap up for the day?
The only tip that I have, other than personal development, because we are so fortunate to have people like you and John, is, do that personal development, watch the trainings, plug in, because they're so beneficial. But the last thing would be the 5-day drop. The 5-day drop, and I call it the 5-day reset, I think is brilliant. And here's why. It's not just weight loss. So for the person that doesn't really gravitate to selling weight loss, that's not their thing. They like the laundry soap or like the skincare. The 5-day drop is gut health. It is all gut health, which helps skin, hair, nails, everything. I have done rolling 5-day resets for the past 4 months and dropped 40 pounds. I'm obsessed. That is the way I feel right now at 50. So I will say this. If you're focusing on gut health, which is a huge conversation topic right now, focus on those rolling 5-day resets. And, in between, that's where you help people plug into other products like the Trim, the Activate, or, all the different things, the Go. Prebiotic, and it's an upsell automatically after the 5 days because they want to maintain that and they want to keep going, and I love that about that. So really plug into that reset.
I love that you call it a 5-day reset, and I love that you're doing these rolling 5-day resets. That's brilliant, girl. See, I learn something new every time, every call, even after 28 years. I'm always like stealing y'all's stuff. I'm like, that is good. I'm going to steal that. But that's what we do, guys. Just look at what the successful, go to the Mo Dare Movers list on the Buzz. And, guys, if you ever have any questions, I guarantee you it's answered just go to buzz.shiftingretail.com. It's always there. Guys, like I said, the announcement is going to be made on Monday, and with the Opportunity Zoom on Tuesday, with the Director Dash in Dallas next weekend. Guys, if you can't be there in person, get your virtual ticket today. Are you kidding me? $20-some bucks? That's like a cheap dinner or a glass of wine. Come on.
That's unbelievable.
Change your life, yeah, seriously. I mean, guys, I've already, John and I, if John and I are still in the trenches and we are going like balls to the wall right now for the next 3 to 6 months. We've got a new COO that was, second in command at GNC. I mean, this guy is making moves like I've never seen before. You guys, we're going to be opening countries that that we've been dying to get into. We're launching this promotion for April and May on Monday morning that's going to blow your freaking mind. Let's wrap up March super strong. Let's crush April and May, guys. March, April, and May are always the biggest months besides Black Friday, right? November. So this is when people want to lose weight. They want to get in shape for spring and summer. They want to start making money. Things are kind of settled down between spring breaks. And so between now and summer, this is the time to run like you've never ran before. So Lisa, thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing your tips. Rachael, Brian, you guys are absolutely freaking amazing. I know we've gone a couple minutes over. Thank you guys for staying strong. I'm looking at the numbers, and y'all are still here, so you're awesome. But let's crush these last couple days of the month. Know that we always have a couple days of back day, guys. Having the next 3, 4, 5 days to wrap up March volume as strong as possible. It ain't over till it's over. And guess what? I just keep pushing until they say, Michelle, it's April. You can't put anything else in for March. I'm like, okay, fine. Put it in for April. And then you start April off strong. So I love it. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. This team is seriously the most phenomenal team I've ever worked with. I love you all to pieces. Can't wait to see those of you in Dallas next weekend. And let's crush it, guys. Let's absolutely crush it. Love you guys. Have a great weekend, everybody.